you guys hear that recently? I think Modelo stole the first place spot for beer. I don't know. I guess it's based off of revenue. I don't know. Most beer sold, distributed.
Yeah, I did see that.
I'd be surprised.
Saw that on. I think it was Morning Brew or something. Which
I think they were second place.
Yeah,
that's
whatever the
interesting.
title is.
I've
Now
only
they're
had like
first.
a Modelo 3 times, so even the fact that they used to be second place.
really.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a big Modelo drinker, but recently,
Do they have any huge like sponsorships, like a sports team or something like that? Like,
are they big in the UFC? Modelo.
I have definitely seen them on UFC.
I think I
Unless
have.
McGregor's fighting, then it's proper 12. But I have seen
Yeah.
Modelo on UFC advertisements, like in the octagon.
oh,
I think I have too, and I
like,
mean they've been growing.
Yeah, I mean, in order to like generate sales, you'd think that they'd be tied to like their name should be like out there, like a lot of other big
Right.
brands.
That also might be a global stat, and it might be a bigger beer somewhere else than here too.
Nice.
Do you have the stat?
Yeah, so I'm actually looking it up right now. It is the top selling beer in the U.S. Actually, starting this year, Modelo was actually trending to surpass Bud Light. And obviously with everything going on, which obviously we could care less, they passed officially in the month of April.
Dude, great job on the stat, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Modelo. So the most selling.
Yeah, so is no longer the top selling beer in the U.S.
Ryan, what are you wearing?
It's my bachelor party shirt. You made this.
I know I did, but like,
Blind squirrel can find the nut, baby. Even a blind squirrel can find the nut.
Speaking
can't.
of Bachelor,
Which means anyone can find their true love out there, no matter who you are.
even if you're Ryan.
you are.
Even if you're right.
You are the definition of that, sir.
I don't remember. Have we ever had Modelo at any of the bachelor parties we've been on?
We've had a lot of things. Man.
Doubtful.
I feel like we've been
Maybe.
doing the seltzers a lot lately, but
Seltzers,
beer wise, I mean, we're Busch Light guys.
Busch Latte.
The
baby.
Real quick on
lattes.
this.
Yes, sir.
When I was getting these Modelos, I saw this. I saw a seltzer, and it said seltzer plus vodka on it. Going back to our previous discussion of if seltzer has vodka, but yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
it was funny. But it was just literally
Oh, the
slapped
seltzer
right on
versus
the.
vodka. That was just
But the box said seltzer plus vodka on it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a tequila one now for seltzer, right?
Yeah, it's the High
There's-
Noons has a tequila one. It's pretty good.
There's tons of them. Well, there's a
tequila.
Bacardi one, which I guess has obviously Bacardi in it.
Sure.
I just don't know if I could slam Modelo's like I can with Busch Light.
The lattes are smooth, baby.
Like they're nice. Like this is a good casual beer for me. So maybe that's why they're catching so much steam. I mean, it
Easy to drink.
yeah, it's kind of like in that category of Corona, right? Where it's kind of its own specific type of beer.
Which is
I
why
don't know
I
what that
like
type
it.
is. It's not like a lager or
Light
like
beer.
whatever.
It's
Light beer.
classy.
I like Corona, so
Just
it's
look
an
at the
easy.
bottle. It's
modality.
classy.
You got stout, you've got IPAs, you've got lagers and those kind of things. I don't know what this is. I mean, does it say it on here?
I thought Modelo might have been gluten free. It's not. Yeah, that's a big thing these days. The gluten free world.
Yo, there's a gram of protein in this.
Sweet. Bulk season. Hey, how about we get a cheers?
We're working
boys?
on our fitness.
Yeah,
Cheers, Zach.
Oh, this table's huge.
Cheers. Ryan, I'm not getting
Yeah,
it.
that's not happening. It's not
Oh
happening.
yeah.
Hey, no problem.
Ryan, you used the wrong arm, right? I think you got to use your longer arm.
Dude, I got to stretch around. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Speaking of bachelor parties, though, we got one coming up. We've been on.
I know.
How many have we actually been on? Though?
Oh,
All right.
A lot.
Adam. Well, no, James. Adam. Okay, it's like
Going through
7.
individuals. Yeah, there's a lot.
7
Plus
to 10.
Everyone else's
7 to 10.
friends, bachelor parties, and
we're definitely way past 5. I know that.
it's a lot.
A couple more coming. So.
Lots of fun.
Actually, literally, to specify, 5 that we've planned because I'm actually going to be going on one in August here soon to Ocean City, Maryland. It's gonna be sweet. I'm excited about it. But
Wait a minute. Ocean City, Maryland? I've never really heard of
yeah,
Ocean
it's a
City,
big.
Maryland. What's
I
that?
guess it's a big party spot up in the northeast where like people go there for the summers and stuff.
You guys seriously have never heard of it?
No, this is the first time I've heard
I
about
never
it.
have, no.
Really?
But it sounds like a really cool location. They got like a pretty big sandbar area and stuff right on the ocean. And it's like a kind of giant boardwalk. Food's all over the place. Bars. There's a big sports fishing event going on. I think it's the biggest billfish tournament in I think the world. So it should be pretty exciting. There's a lot of rich people are going to be there and dropping a lot of coin on at the bars. I think there's actually a bar competition where who can rack up the biggest bar tab or something crazy like that. So I don't know.
Nice.
These are all
We
things
would
I've
be
heard.
really good at that. if we brought a bachelor party to going to rack up the biggest bar tab,
Who's paying for that?
All of us.
who cares? We would crush it.
The sponsors after we win.
all of us.
We would crush
Maybe
it.
Modelo?
Well, what do you win if you win that? Like, do they like
The money to pay for the
or
tab.
do they
To be honest,
they clear it?
I don't know much details about it. I heard about this. I think it's more of a bragging rights thing. Like it's a fuck you kind of.
Oh, we would kill
bunch
it.
of
I mean, we
millionaires.
just in Arizona we did like 2 rounds of power hour plus all of the other stuff. We were thousands deep in a day.
Yeah.
Kenny,
It's
tell
just
us about Ocean. What was it called?
Ocean City,
City.
Maryland.
Ocean. You seem to be an expert with your reaction. Where you're.
Yeah, I mean,
opposite,
Ocean City,
so-
Maryland is a very popular spot from people from up in Jersey. Obviously, it's a seasonal place. You're not going there in the winter because it's cold. There's a lot of bars. There's a really cool spot. Patty has been there way more than I have, my wife. But there's a spot out there where it's like it's a bar, a beach bar kind of, and you can actually there's like tables in the ocean spot. I don't know if it's like the ocean bay.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
like sandbar thing. It's like they have jetties that come
Yeah,
out and
yeah,
it
and
blocks
then
all the waves
you
so
can-
you can chill and have a good time. Yeah.
That's a really popular, cool spot. But yeah, I mean, it's just like a seasonal party spot, good for bachelorette
People
parties.
like Pennsylvania go there. People
Yeah.
from Jersey go there.
More
It's-
popular up north for sure.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to, because you can drive from Jersey to Ocean City, Maryland, pretty easy,
yeah,
couple hour
it
drive.
seems to be like a 2-hour drive from almost everywhere.
Oh, it's smooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
But one of the cool things that I didn't know, this is an idea, but their houses there are built for renting. So like there are 3 floors, but every floor has a kitchen. And like you can rent out like just the floor and have access to it. But like the house that we got, every floor is set up strategically for like people to come and rent and stay. Because no one lives in Ocean City, Maryland, at least by the beach and stuff.
Some
But-
people do, but
Nice.
thanks.
From what I
don't
understand,
do that much.
Yeah, it's like that's how they. So all these houses are just giant, like 3-story houses that have multiple kitchens, multiple bathrooms, and all this stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Seasonal place, rental place.
I'm also excited to finally go on a bachelor party that I didn't plan.
But if you go to Florida, it's far better. I mean,
Well, of course.
it's the lazy version of warm weather beach kind of spot for people in Jersey. If you don't want to fly, it's a good spot. If you don't want to fly,
We basically said on a different episode, Florida's the best state. So.
yeah, hands down, non-negotiable.
Thanks.
Ryan,
Jeez.
we know.
I know. Just reiterate.
You love that.
I do.
You love Florida.
I love where we live.
I mean, I do too, and I'm not originally from here, but I do love Florida for endless reasons. But going back to bachelor parties,
Well, James is like, this is the first one I haven't planned. So you planned a lot. What is that process like?
Well, yeah. So like if you think about what a bachelor party was back in the day, it was like you kind of just went out with like it was the groom's father and I think also the bride's father sometimes tag along, family, a couple of buddies, and you just went out the night before the wedding, which seems scary because sounds like a really bad hangover. Maybe it's like a day or two before, but it's really just it was a night out on the town. You go to like the local bar, like a cool spot, maybe a casino or something. I don't know, but now they're huge.
yeah,
Did your dads ever share stories with you? Like, kind of, and my dad told me the one insight I got was my grandfather went his father-in-law, and he goes up to him as they're entering. He's like, Gus, I forgot my glasses today. I don't think I'll be able to see basically a handout in front of me. He said that to me.
that's funny.
That's funny.
comment.
I see what he did there.
Yeah.
No.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, now they're just these huge trips, man.
It's definitely a millennial thing.
It's a honeymoon for the guys. Well, let's be honest. The bachelor party, I know, right? The bachelor party is not for the bachelor.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's for all of the people that are invited on the trip.
It's a true bender.
It is.
It is definitely a bender.
For our group, for sure.
Well, yeah.
R.I.P. Man, pour one out for our former single friend.
Yeah, they're in mourning. All the guys are in mourning. we're losing our buddy. He's gone.
He gone.
We gotta set him out straight and right into the sunset. But he's got to get ridiculously drunk first. Make an ass out of him.
But
Andy.
is it one day for some people? Because we never do one day.
No,
We
we've been
do,
doing.
like,
I think traditionally we're a 4-day.
yeah, so it's not one day.
Well, we tested because I think we tried 5 days, 4 nights, and I was like, all right, that last day we were dragging. We went down to 4 days, 3 nights, and that seems to be, at least for us, our sweet spot. I feel like other, individuals, groups, it's not just like we're the outlier. Like, it's just more the scene. now.
I'm hearing people are doing these big trips.
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
mean, there's other people out there that are outside of our friend group that I know that are doing big ones.
but
probably
coming
bigger,
with the big trip, also comes with a big tab. You know, the tab continues to grow depending on location.
So, that's a heavy topic right there. Inflation's happening. Traveling in general is just expensive, right? Like, I mean, how much did it? I mean, ballpark, it's like probably thousands of dollars just to go to like Europe. You went to Greece recently, right?
Yeah, that was
Flights are not
expensive.
cheap. Yeah, flights are not cheap.
I think one thing I've noticed in the Bachelor planning process is clash of lifestyles, because you have this large group coming on. You have, everyone has different situations from a financial standpoint, from a personal standpoint, and you basically put everyone into this melting pot of having to find out how to have a good time, but still keep everyone in a good space. And James, you and I clash on that from time to time with
we butt heads bad.
Yes, I'm like, it's a bachelor party. It's one time, like, do whatever the fuck either we want or he wants. And on the other hand, you're more the responsible type where it's, we need to think about everyone's bank account, everyone's, situation. I'm like, no, we don't. So it's brought out those types of conversations and discussions, we'll call it.
And I'm more on that same page too. I'm like, look, it's exceptional. It's not the one time that we're going to do a bachelor party, but it's the one time that individual is going to have that bachelor party.
Right.
And from that perspective, I want them to have the best experience. Yeah. So if we spend an extra $5,000, then so be it.
It has to be within reason. Like, it really does. Because
no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No,
so hear me out.
I think it is the unreasonable experience.
Well, I'm saying that's why there's the clash.
There's definitely more, but I think at the end of the day, you guys probably will agree with this statement. And Johnny, you're the one that's your bachelor party's coming up, and we're planning it right now.
Arguing about it.
Yeah, really. I'm just kidding.
Won't surprise me. You two, not an argument, man.
Oh goodness. The point is, it's for most people, they don't really truly care what they're doing. That they're doing it with the most important people in their lives.
Of course.
So I'm Johnny. I'm sure you probably feel that way. And so then, when it's probably, you could see the chart as the money goes up, the attendance goes down.
For sure.
Right, because not everyone can afford that. Now, granted, that could be a strategy.
That's the strategy.
Because when you have 30-something people invited,
logistics get tough.
There you go.
Wean them
Keep
out.
it low. Wean
Definitely,
them out.
the larger the group, the more difficult things are with planning and with just the whole dynamics of getting people to get to one place.
Finding a place to stay, for starters.
Yeah.
Holy
we had
shit.
a hard time going to New York for Johnny's, and
You
New York
guys
just packs a bunch of people in like sardines, so it's tough.
Fuck that.
Whatever gets the job
200
done.
square foot like hotel rooms.
I told you guys this before.
No,
This
we
is-
know. We knew that.
I
It's
can't believe
just
we're going to
tough.
New York.
In New York.
Yeah, it's a different one for us.
Yeah, it's very different.
We're
So-
usually going to beachy places.
Beachy places, or we're just doing straight benders.
Yeah.
We did Savannah once.
We did.
Savannah was a good time.
That was cool.
It was.
We did
It's-
Vegas. That's not beachy.
Open container.
Vegas.
Dude, I love Vegas.
It's cool to go to different places with the group.
Yeah.
It's like you said,
Yeah.
it's almost
And
like
you build an experience and
Yeah.
memories.
and it gives us a check the box off.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, we did something different for this individual. They had a great time, which is what's most important. The people that they cared about were there, and they made every effort. Or those that couldn't make it, obviously wish they could have for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
And a lot of, again, whether it be financials, different circumstances, if
Yeah.
you have kids, like you have a lot going on in your personal life. Like everyone's going through something else, so it's okay.
Right.
But our friend group unanimously has done the best they could to try to make people's big events.
It's a
which I think
balancing
is
act.
important.
It's definitely a balancing act.
Yeah. But it is the sitting behind and trying to plan stuff, especially for a large group or a small group, whatever. It is stressful. And I mean, yours, dude.
Oh, I know.
Yours is the best.
You guys got to deal with the COVID stuff. For
Yours
that.
is the best. I don't care. That set the expectation
James's?
moving forward. Yeah.
right in the middle of COVID-19, and we go to Lake Placid.
Well, yeah, Lake Powell original.
Yeah.
Well, it started at Lake Powell. Then
Right.
you guys went, okay, we're going to do Vegas for one night and then go to, or actually, I don't even know if you guys were planning that. I just know
We
you
were.
went to Lake Mead, was the houseboat
Yeah,
situation.
that would have been cool.
I
Dude,
still
that-
want to do that trip.
We got to do
Um,
it. Put it on the list.
Yeah, I really want to drive my boat up
We
there.
could do that with our significant others, though.
Yeah.
I would like to
That'd
do
be
Vegas with our just
Yeah, I
our
agree.
significant others.
I agree too.
They would love us.
But wait, we're not talking about significant others. Back to bachelor parties.
Sorry.
Before the significant
This is
others.
being recorded. Try to throw it out there.
We love you.
love you.
We love you. We love you.
Yeah, no, to Kenny's point, he mentioned this earlier. Like, you want the individual to have the best thing, best experience, because like it's for them. And I think that's your first starting point when you're planning a bachelor party.
Of course.
You want to focus on their likes, their dislikes, what activities they like to do, food, location, vibes, everything, surprises that you can come up with is rooted around that individual. You kind of build it around them. You don't build it around you. So when you're planning, you're going to be, you don't want to be selfish. But if you are being selfish, it could ruin the experience for the bachelor. So,
I think bringing it around that person too, that's what helps you select. And I think this is the how you start. Correct me if I'm wrong, because you've planned more than I have. I've attended a lot, but you've planned a lot.
mm-hmm.
The starting point is, where are we going?
Yeah, you kind of get an idea. I think it's like the initial task is to get the idea listing from the bachelor.
Yeah.
Give us,
Or you just tell them where you're
suggestions.
going.
Or that,
Yeah.
but has that happened at all? No. We've always known.
You guys kind of gave me like 2-3 options, and I was like, whatever you guys like best.
but that's also because that's you.
I mean, is
Also,
I'm down
I'm
for
down
whatever.
for
I'm
whatever.
down for whatever. Like,
we're also that is you. But we're also we're also trying not to go to the same places
Yes.
anytime. We haven't been to the same places once.
Not yet.
So we're trying to expand our horizons a little bit too, which is obviously as you do more, it becomes difficult because
I think we'll have a repeat soon.
I feel like Vegas is coming.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Which I'm
For
for.
Ryan's, we were looking seriously hard
I
into
wanted
Aruba,
international,
and I
man.
know you wanted.
Dude.
I know you wanted that on the scoreboard, but
COVID. It's fine.
yeah.
COVID was tough. We were still trying to figure out how to do the test and come back thing, and
Flights.
Could you
were
imagine?
really it was that one was going to be on par for probably our most expensive one. Period.
Could you imagine if we did and we figured out the test and we were there and then
Yeah.
we leave someone physically does not get approved to fly back due to that? Too much.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster.
But we landed on a really cool city. We went to Scottsdale, Arizona, and
Great place.
That was fun.
it
Heck of a
was
time.
great
That was fucking
establishment.
awesome.
Bottled blonde.
Yeah, it was a great place.
Yeah.
That whole area is awesome.
That
It's
golf
college.
course.
It's
Cool
Arizona
experience.
State University's right there. Like, beautiful weather.
The Talking Stick Resort was a really awesome place.
It was.
Honestly, it treated us well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was,
Outside of taking our money, it treated us well.
yeah, you're right.
And
Anyway,
maybe
any casino you go
putting
to.
someone on house arrest for a night, which was well deserved.
Well,
It wasn't any of us.
Was
Don't
not us.
worry.
yeah, well, I mean, in general, the Talking Stick Resort was a good spot.
It was. It was
The
good.
golf course was cool, different experience. You know,
The golf.
they had a
course.
lot to offer.
I got hit with a golf ball. That's cool too.
That
I
golf ball.
forgot about that.
This
That golf ball?
It was
Well, it was
a
one
version.
of those
It was one.
golf balls.
Yeah.
It was my last round, man.
What does it say, Johnny?
Ryan's last round, 2022. Oh goodness.
No, you made a good point. Kind of location's a good thing. You want to think local, maybe out of state, like you did. You did the Keys, so that was a little bit more local. You weren't like, I don't want to fly anywhere. Let's just kind of which the drive.
That drive scarred me.
Who?
Horrible.
A
Some of
secluded
us.
spot versus city.
Kenny puked.
I actually puked.
5 minutes.
I
Yeah,
puked before we even got there
that was my dumbass idea. Oh, let's go out.
because of the night before. A bender to the bender.
We were.
That's
That's
The
right.
whole experience is definitely a
Yeah,
bender.
we weren't going to go out. We were out till 3:30.
Yeah, and then we got
woke
hit
up
with the
at
tropical storm.
6:30.
We were celebrating.
That's right. The
again.
yacht thing got canceled.
Dude, you had that one, Johnny. You planned that one. It was we had a great time, and we could have gotten to the yacht, but
There was a tropical storm, right? Was it a
Yeah.
tropical?
It was.
storm?
tropical storm.
Yeah.
The captain was so chill when we had him on speaker, and he was just like, "We're gonna try to get out there. Just get ready for the last minute call, though. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Coast Guards are stopping us down." It's like, just go hang out at Dante's, which was what we did.
We did.
I
do
think we've referenced Dante's in a previous episode, but I love Dante's.
that place was fun. Yeah.
The
Not a bad
buckets.
deal.
I like how you went with like a soothing voice
Yeah.
when you're talking about Dante.
Dude,
Love Dante's.
Love Dante's.
Dante's is great. And then we went to a steakhouse right next to it and Ubered all the way back
That we did.
to get
come
dressed.
back.
Then come
So
back.
kind of goes to the point when you're picking the location, there's a lot of times comes
Yeah.
into place. What is around there? What activity based things? Convenience is a huge factor. Like what could we do? Like for your bachelor party? I mean, yes, maybe we did shoot New York in there a little bit hard, but it was,
I'm for it.
we're going to a Cowboys game.
Cowboys Giants, baby.
It's gonna be
Monday night
sick.
football.
Roommates
cool.
back at it, baby.
Starting the year off. I mean, hey, I'm blessed to have you boys in my life, and I appreciate you. I'm excited.
That's what it all means at the end of the day.
But what's money? Huh?
Uh-huh.
In it comes, out it goes. Just
So now I get to see kind of how you guys feel though when I'm in like being in the situation y'all were in. When it's like it's about you, it sucks. I hate it. Like I'm just like, dude, no.
You're not in the chat. You're not in the loop. It's kind of
Yeah, but then it's like all this other things. Like people got to spend money for you. Da 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 da.
You
Like
feel like you're being selfish.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
But when you're like not in that position, it's like let's fucking go.
yeah, because you know all the inside jokes and what's
Yeah.
happening, and it's more. I don't know. It's a different experience to be on that side versus being the actual Bachelor.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's because what we chose to do is to keep the Bachelor out of it.
Mhm.
That doesn't have to be
That is our friend group.
Yeah.
Like it's just continued, which is pretty cool. I'd love to know, like other bachelor parties, like how many people, like the actual person getting married, if they're involved whatsoever. Because
or if they planned it.
I know one of my friends pretty much planned everything, which you guys will meet,
Dang.
on that topic.
which is funny.
For like, because some of ours, everyone invited everyone. It was the same group of people. But for yours, we definitely have different friend groups meshing. Does that make you nervous at all? You're like, dude, everyone's gonna like be vibing and chilling.
Oh,
Like,
it's
do
gonna
you
be
think about that?
hysterical. They're gonna be like, so this is why you are the way you are. Yeah, they're gonna. It's.
It's going to be cool.
That's awesome.
We'll leave it at that.
I mean, we've had that though. We've had other bachelor parties that have had like the cruise.
We have, but we're getting a direct perspective now. It was more my ask, but yeah, we have seen it come together with different personalities and.
Different groups that
Yeah.
didn't know each other prior to the bachelor party. We've had that happen.
Sometimes family comes on.
Yeah.
Billy's, we got
Yeah.
to meet two of his family members.
Which is
and,
awesome.
And we really got close with his actual brother, who we've known, but like we didn't really like get to have experiences like this. That was really cool.
To the family thing, because like when we started this, I talked about my dad, and we talked about bringing parents on. Did that ever cross your mind, like if you were going to bring on?
My parents came to my bachelor party.
I was so drunk when I talked to your dad.
They cooked
My
My grandfather was there.
Yeah.
Different times. COVID. It doesn't. Different times.
They did show up, which was
Well-
but everyone loved it.
Yeah.
I know. And it's like if anyone was gonna have their parents show up, it's fucking weird that it's mine. But it just made some sense. But we also needed them because they were dropping something off because it was in Lake Placid.
That's
They were-
right.
They were up there
Yeah.
living there at the time. So
is right.
it was a convenience thing.
I mean, I did think about that, but I feel like also it's difficult. Like
Yeah.
we are literally on bender mode, and it's you need to be able to keep up because we don't stop.
No.
Like if we don't stop, I mean, in some cases we're doing 2 to 4 people in a room, right? Or we're bunking up. and stuff.
snuggling, baby.
So
Someone's sleeping in the kitchen.
That's how you cut costs, baby.
I mean, that's also an issue with parents. Like parents
Sure.
are probably like, "Yo, I do not want to be in the same room with these fucking guys." So that's an issue. 2 is we don't stop. We're consuming a lot. Like drinking all day at Dante's. Like that's a lot. It's for someone to handle. And then wake up the next day and do it again.
And then again.
So it's like you got to
And
be
then
able to
again.
keep up, man. We don't really have anyone. I mean, we have people drop out for periods of time, right? They're
Yeah,
done.
I feel like I'm that kind of person. I'll just take like a break, or one day I'm just not as on as the others.
It's gonna happen.
Billy's,
to
I feel like
pace
I was
yourself.
a little on off. I got really hungover one day.
Yeah, you have to pace yourself.
I know I should have just took hair of the dog, but no.
Hair of the dog, baby.
In
Bush.
Vegas, I lost my voice for a day.
Oh, Vegas.
I have no idea how.
I know how.
No one. There was
I think
never
we all know how.
more
I
consumption.
still don't
of
know
it.
how. By you saying that doesn't make me know how.
You talking about when he's screaming? about the-
Vegas with
Oh,
the
Old Vegas.
Old
one.
Vegas, probably.
Dude,
Old
that was
Vegas.
rigged.
That was rigged, yeah.
We got crushed there.
Kenny just did not
Damn
agree
it.
with
I won.
with the roulette table. That
Like,
Yeah, I
every
won.
time-
I won, and that was a clear statement, and they
said
didn't
nope.
think so, and I still won. So, yeah, I don't know. Welcome to Hot Takes, where we talk about debatable topics. Today's debatable topic is going to be pulled by James.
All right, let's see what we got here, fellas. So budget airlines like Spirit and Frontier, they are not that bad.
They are that bad.
yeah, they are bad, horrible.
You guys always have the worst opinions. I don't think they're that bad. Johnny, what do you think?
Listen, you get what you pay for, but at the end of the day, they get you from point A to point B. I'll ride in the Frontier and Spirit Airline.
Debatable. Do they always get you from point A to point B?
I don't know.
No, they don't.
Should
Because
we-
the half the reason
Any
why
airline is suffers that problem.
The airline
Southwest.
the airline industry is trash in general. Absolutely.
got
Look up the
destroyed.
statistic. Look up the statistic. Or someone look
Yeah,
this
I'll look
up.
it up now.
Who had the most canceled flights?
Probably Spirit.
Probably
or Frontier.
Spirit of Frontier.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So-
get what you pay for.
Yes.
All right, I'll wait for the statistic.
Let's wait for the stat.
And it's a cheaper ticket, yes, but after you pay for your baggage, you pay for this, all those hidden fees,
Yeah.
right? The price really isn't that big of a difference. The seats are more uncomfortable. Not saying that an airline seat is comfortable to begin with. And you know what? For my own personal thoughts, I feel safer.
Yeah.
You feel safer?
Yeah.
Why you think they have like an older air? Like
I
older
think
plane?
the cheap piece of shit plane that I'm traveling on for Spirit or Frontier is going to
It's
crash.
just the seat that's different.
You know
the
what?
plane
It's-
is not made.
They're
any
definitely
different.
cutting costs.
Yes.
If it's made by Boeing, it's made by Boeing. They're
Okay.
cutting costs through the luxuries. So a low-cost carrier is an airline that does not offer traditional services that are normally included as a part of the fare.
I
This
like
means
tradition.
let me finish here, sir.
sorry.
Thank you.
Oh,
This
so-
mean that the lower fares comes at the expense of comforts, which is kind of what you were alluding to. So you're talking about like bag is not included, food or drink may not be offered. So that's the difference between the low cost versus the premium carriers.
So the question really is, do you really want to feel like shit as you travel across destination to destination and literally be like undermining your value because of the fact that they're cutting costs? Yeah, not traditional. Oh, we're gonna let you sit on a pedestal. I'm like, look, give you a stool to sit on while you fly on this airline.
Permission to speak and answer that
Shitty.
question.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say granted, Johnny. It's
Sorry. I'm looking up the stat, man.
I'm above it. I'll just say that. I'm above traveling on Spirit or
Yeah,
Frontier.
you two are just bougie ass fucking spenders.
It's
in
not
general.
bougie to fly Southwest or fly American.
I
just
mean,
Hold
above-
on.
first of all, Southwest, you're saying is bougie?
Don't you like
He's calling me bougie, and I'm saying I'm not bougie
I'm
because I
just
fly
saying
on
you guys
Southwest.
like spending money. I'm a cheaper person.
isn't James's favorite flight Southwest?
Yes,
traditionally?
That's why I have a Southwest card. I'm not. Look, here's the thing. The argument is that it's not that bad. The reason why is because I would tend to like the budget carrier when I'm going a shorter distance. So the seat comfort definitely comes at a play. If I'm going to California, I would prefer to do like a Delta, a Southwest, a United, whatever. I would like to have the nicer seat, maybe a little bit more legroom. Wi-Fi being included or not included. Like there's a couple of things that you just get. Bags are the biggest thing though, as the reason why I would choose that for a longer flight, because usually, that expense, although for like a short flight for a short weekend, that's where I think the budget flight is pertinent. And that's where it's not that bad. Like you can get to New York in 2 hours from Florida. You don't really need a check bag or a carry-on for a quick 36-hour trip. And 36-hour trip. So we're talking about like a Friday, Saturday, and we come back Sunday morning. I don't know, whatever. Where I don't need that many clothes. I would prefer to just, it's just 2 hours of my time.
If you're okay with a worse experience, a higher likelihood of cancellation or delayed flight for
We
an
have
issue-
not confirmed that.
for an issue that you have no idea why.
American does it all the time. Ryan, do you love
Yeah,
American?
American.
I'm not a fan of American.
Let me finish.
I also said that the airline industry in general is shit.
I know. I'm trying to take your partner's point and prove it wrong.
Well, I'm
'cause
not
it's a
going to.
debate.
I'm not going to let you do that. I'll speak over
If you
Should've
are open to a higher likelihood of not getting to your destination
Still not proven.
and debatably not even paying a cheaper rate, because typically the hidden fees get you when you actually commit to the full flight, then fine, I guess.
You're talking about adding a bag or paying for your seat.
How many people are flying with no bags?
Yeah, what are you going to wear the
I've
same
done it a
clothes in
couple
your
of
bag?
times. Yeah, I backpack. I can backpack it.
They
Okay.
still charge you
How
for a
many-
personal item.
No, they don't.
They charge you for
no,
carry-on.
for a carry-on. You just said personal item.
Whatever, same
Duh.
thing. They charge you.
3 types of bags: a personal item that goes underneath the chair, a carry-on that goes up in the above compartment, and then a check bag.
Okay, another statistic to look at: how many people are just carrying a personal item on a flight? Probably minimal, and probably a smaller percentage of people.
What the other side of the argument too is, if you want to get your bag, just get it earlier. If you get it at the airport when you're checking in, you go to the actual like desk, it's going to cost more. And then the flight no longer becomes budget.
Yes. So basically, if you want to do anything that you should be able to do on an average flight, you can't do on these flights unless you want to get.
Look,
Beat
you're
up.
signing
What was
up
the
for
question
it.
again? What was the official wording?
Is it
of the
that bad?
question?
It's not that bad.
So they couldn't ask, "Are these airlines good?" They had to say, "Oh, it's not that bad." Like they could.
It's literally called a low cost carrier.
It is called a shit
Look,
carrier.
I think
So if
Johnny,
I drive
think Johnny has our statistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch, but the actual it's pretty interesting. As like they split it up into delays and then overall cancellations.
Okay.
So just for delays, as far as last year, Delta was at 14%, Southwest was at 17%, United Airlines was at 18%, JetBlue was at 18%, and American was at 22%. So those out of the big airlines. As far as just canceled flights, definitely, obviously, you know what's funny? American Airlines led in 2022.
Yeah, but this doesn't help our case. We haven't heard anything about Spirit.
I know. I'm trying to get to it. Hold on. Spirit Airlines is at 0.9, and Frontier's at 0.9%.
0.9%.
What was American?
Delayed?
This is canceled flights.
They're all under like 4% in general.
No, look at the big ones. American Airlines and Delta are the highest.
On canceled?
And United Airlines.
Now, Kenny,
And
you're a
delayed.
data guy, right? Let's think this through, though. Does Southwest or does Spirit and Frontier have as many flights as Delta and all them? So that could be skewing. I'm not.
For sure.
We could.
You know, I'm
For
not
sure.
saying you don't have something here,
Well, I don't think.
but I'm telling you right now, based off the statistic, you're wrong.
I don't think Spirit or Frontier
You're wrong.
flies
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're
international.
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. No, it's there.
Let me ask you something.
Please do.
If I borrow your vehicle
Yep.
and I get into a car accident with it,
Yep.
and I call you and I say, "Hey James,
Here comes the extreme.
hey James, it's not that bad, my guy. It's okay. You just won't be able to drive it today, or maybe for another week, and you're not going to be able to get to your destination because
You're still. This is
it's
not
not that
factual.
bad. It'll get fixed. It's not that bad."
James, would you
that
rather
bad.
take the public bus to work or drive your nice Tacoma all souped up?
Now, look.
Which one would you like to prefer to do? Which one?
It's
It's a yes or no question.
No,
Which
if
one?
I don't have a lot of money and I'm trying to cut back, I would not have a problem taking the public bus. That if it was something I had to consider.
No, but you walk out into your you walk out of your house. It's time to go to work.
You're just asking the same question again. Go
Yes.
ahead, continue.
And you take the Tacoma because you like comfort. You
Because
like
I
premium.
own a fucking vehicle.
Those
Because
two
I had the means.
airlines
No, but
are
I
pieces
crashed it.
of
It's
shit.
not that bad.
Listen, your point is crap because
It's not crap because you're going to freak out.
No, I've taken so
Let's
many
try it.
Spirit and Frontier flights. So have you because of Jersey and going out of that one small airport.
I haven't taken a Spirit flight in I can't even tell you how
will
long.
And it's
not
because
take
you
a
have more
Spirit
money. You have
flight.
the means to do it. So you don't have to blink. That's what the argument is. It's not. They're not that bad. They get the job done.
As soon as someone doesn't have,
I would like you not to
The
speak over Johnny.
financial
Johnny has
restriction.
something to say.
as soon as someone has,
Johnny needs to talk.
Why? Because your point isn't holding up and
Johnny
you need
did
help.
research.
Well, you
So-
made him look at
Yeah.
the statistic. He's probably got some
Help
foul-
him, Johnny.
So
Help him.
we got a little bit better of some clarity here, all right?
Perfect.
However, let me just say this. This is coming from someone 2 weeks ago for the first time in probably 5 years flew on or tried to fly on a Spirit airline. It was the only airline that was going to this airport.
That's another thing.
Either for business or personal pleasure, I'm either going with Southwest, Delta, American, JetBlue, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Usually typically shy away from Frontier, Allegiant, Spirit. However, just looking at the data now, Southwest also in 2022 went through that massive
Shit show.
craziness.
Yeah.
But JetBlue, Allegiant Air, and Southwest are the top three with the most flights canceled. Spirit Airlines and Frontier are close fourth and fifth. But however, you've got two major airlines in there that are leading.
Don't you remember someone was trying to buy out one of those two airlines? Was it Frontier?
I
or
thought
was it Spirit?
JetBlue was trying to
Spirit
merge
and
with
Frontier were trying to merge, and
Yeah,
JetBlue,
JetBlue.
came in and bought and went to buy Frontier.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Spirit was left by themselves.
Because they have value.
I want to go back to Johnny on he prefers what were the airlines he preferred to travel?
I mean, I usually either whether it be work or just personal, it's either
Right.
Delta, Southwest, JetBlue,
right, because
American.
Frontier and Spirit it's scraping at the bottom. Like it is
They're
bottom feeder
low
airlines.
cost
Yeah.
carriers. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah,
But they're not bad.
they're not that great.
not bad.
They're not good.
I mean, listen, if I'm going somewhere for a night or two, and I don't need to get the extra fees of the bag and all these hidden
Yeah.
fees, I get that. But we're all aware, we're all self-conscious, but you can't beat a $60 flight.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Get
You can get $60
Yes, you
flights with
can.
top airlines.
Going 2 miles.
let me say,
Oh, that was real funny.
Because you're
Let
not
me
going
say-
that far.
No, that's not the case. Yeah, I mean, like what you're trying to say is you're basically basing your entire premises on this is it's more financially capable to fly.
No, I'm
these
saying the
airlines.
experience isn't that bad.
No, you're saying if financials are everything to you, then
No.
your circumstances
No,
are financial.
I was making the point because Ryan brought up a fucking public
Has he not
bus.
said that everything that he said so far is based off of financial premises?
I would love Ty to get a counter on how many times I said that bad, please, because that's really what my point was this entire time.
That bad, meaning what? Other than finances?
The experience isn't that bad. Like the seats aren't that uncomfortable. The
seats are uncomfortable.
They're not that uncomfortable.
They are. You can't listen. They packed more people into those planes than you.
Can they even recline? They can't even
do that.
recline. You can't even recline the seats. I don't think.
No, they're like bucket seats.
Yeah, the tray
they're not
table's
that
smaller than this.
Yeah,
but
it's
again,
literally like a iPad mini. It's kind of fun.
it's literally the size of the hand. Here you go.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, yes, it's got some area of opportunity, but like again,
that
if
they
it's getting
can't
you from
afford
point-
to improve on.
It's not about paying for. I think they can afford it. Just listen. If it's getting you from point A to point B, point B to A, whatever, and you're going for a day too, like,
Look,
dude, if it takes an hour to get to an airport, like it takes you an hour.
Why do you prefer to fly Southwest?
I don't know. It's just I kind of went with Ryan. We were trying to weigh the cost of getting a travel card, and Southwest is a pretty good, reliable airline that they have a lot of different flights that come out of MCO, which is where we live out in Orlando.
Why didn't you get a Spirit or Frontier card, buddy?
Because it's
It's not a reliable.
No,
It's not that bad.
No, they're destinations. So here's the funny thing. Actually, Southwest has been in the news a lot for being a bad airline. Like people don't like it, and it's predominantly because of the
They've had a
pick
shit
your seat.
last year. Southwest.
Well, no, their last year they had a whole problem. That was like their systems and infrastructure and everything. Like that's fine. I get it. Like not every company is going to be freaking perfect all the time. Like they strive for perfection as much as they can, but they're going to fail at some points. But to my point, like Southwest has always been shunned in the media. Now, yes, Spirit has taken that over. And it's just because you can always harp on the little guy it's not, expensive and like all this stuff. That's the whole point. Like they went for a niche market and they work, and it's not a problem. It gets you for where you need to go for traveling.
Not me.
It can come at a smaller cost. The comfort isn't that bad, and it gets you to where you need to be. Period.
So your three things are getting from point A to point B,
Yeah.
finances, and reliability.
Yes.
Those are your three
Yeah,
factors.
we just
Those are
proved
his
that Spirit's
pillars.
not on the bad
Those are
reliabilities.
Those are your
part.
three factors. So I find it hard to believe.
I also said the comforts aren't that bad.
Okay, so
Coming from the person who
Experience.
sleeps
Like
on
the
an air
experience, yeah,
mattress in a
correct.
kitchen, your comfort level is different than the average Joe.
if you like the lesser than average experience,
Fact. It's a low cost carrier. So go ahead.
Okay, you like below average.
the lesser than average deliverability on results.
I feel like you guys are harping on the fact that you think I like Spirit.
You do. You do. By siding on
don't
this side
like
of the
it.
coin, then you're on our side.
No, it's not what he's
No,
saying.
I have a preference. That's why I have a Southwest card. I'm saying that people say that it's a bad experience. It's not a bad experience.
I beg to differ.
This date is all over the place.
Kenny and I
But
are
whatever.
above Spirit and Frontier.
Yeah,
That's
you guys,
great.
You guys just want the comforts. That's
We
fine.
do.
A lot of people do pay for comfort.
No, honestly, I don't even care about the seat. I just don't want to get screwed, because if I'm planning something, I want to make sure that I get from point A to point B. And based off of my experiences, I have had more missed opportunities and more problems with airlines like Spirit and Frontier.
Do you have a single airport that you're going to because of that?
No, I've been to so many different places. No. I mean, specifically Atlantic City only flies Spirit, and Trenton only flies Frontier. And both of those airports are fine, but they both only fly those airlines. And
So when you were in
won't fly.
college, did that bother you? Did you have a problem when you took the Frontier to get home? Because I remember vividly you telling me, no, take Frontier. It's like $50. It doesn't really bother. It's great for me in college. It gets me there, and it's not that bad of a flight, and I never really had an issue with them. I remember you vividly telling me that.
When Frontier was a startup airline, they didn't have the baggage issues where they didn't charge for bags at all for like the first 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Their rates were excessively low all the time, consistently. They didn't have delay issues or they didn't have cancellation issues. They were a different airline when they were coming up on the come up. So it just wasn't the same airline. The experience literally was not the same.
Now let me ask you this, and this is for everyone, not just Kenny, because I know Kenny's talking a lot here because he's very passionate about his other airlines and the reliability. We've all experienced problems with the other airlines.
We have.
Every single airline has the same issue. You never know because it's not up to the airline. Most of the time, it's because of weather or something going on where their timing's off. Yes.
No, with these guys,
100%.
it's like a wheel fell off or some shit.
Air
Like,
traffic control. The whole thing is a shit show with the airline industry. At the end of the day, you get what you pay for, and we prefer.
So you'll take another American flight,
No, I boycott American.
and that's because you had
An American is above.
bad experiences.
Correct. So if I'm not flying American, there's no way in fucking hell I'm flying Spirit or Frontier.
Well, you think it's that much worse is the problem.
Yes.
And I think it's just a misconception because it's not that bad.
We would love to hear feedback via comments on your Spirit or Frontier experience, and I bet you
Hey,
there are some
Ty.
stories out there.
Where are you going with this?
Right. I never fly. First off, I feel like every time I do fly, I just go Southwest. But that's because I don't fly very far. I feel like if I'm flying somewhere like close, like in the U.S., I'll pick the cheapest flight that I can. If it's like an international flight, if you're gonna be on the plane for like 8
Distance.
plus or even like 4+ hours, I'll just save the money. I'll just spend a little more and save up. And
Hey, Ty, you
it feels like a
mentioned
cop out. That's like both ways. I have to pick one, don't I?
You do.
Yeah. You mentioned you fly Southwest. Aren't you from Arizona?
Yeah.
Isn't Southwest a major hub?
Yep.
It's a little biased there. That's probably why you take Southwest a lot.
Yeah, it comes out of necessity.
But I don't think
Destination
I also don't think that Spirit and Frontier offer international flights. They might.
They're not
but-
capable.
No, well,
I don't
that's
think
yeah,
I don't- I don't know if-
it could be just a domestic airline. That's what they
Spirit
want
go
to
to
do.
like
But I
Alaska
don't know.
and
Is
stuff.
that the truth?
I
Alaska.
think you might be right, actually.
Alaskan Airlines is one of the best, actually.
I love Alaska.
I've never flown.
Is
there.
it, are they owned by someone?
I'm not
Is it
sure, but
United?
they're just as small and just as tight as.
Let's get back to Ty. So
I've
you
only-
going?
I've only flown Spirit once. I would have thought that like JetBlue or something would be in like the crappy category. I'm more
JetBlue used
weary
to be like
of JetBlue
the
than-
best of the best.
They
and
did.
cream of the
Back
crop.
in the
People,
day, yeah.
like when they put the TV screens in the seats, everyone was like, "Oh my god, JetBlue's great."
Yeah, I flew JetBlue recently.
If it's 2 or 3 hours, I'll say it's not that bad. I'll suck it
Thank you. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's fucking horrible.
There's a lot of data that's all over the
I
place.
feel like
on
the
this.
airline data might be a little tough to
Between
sift
everything, 22 is not fair just because it was a tough year. Obviously, pandemic is a tough
Yeah,
year.
that's gonna be tough.
2023, it's not looking too promising right now for a couple of airlines. But
But it's not bad. See you guys later.
see ya.
Yeah.
through. But have a good time.
Definitely know your limits on that because
I think
You
we
guys
we,
gotta-
we omitted the shot. We don't do the shot anymore.
you don't do the shot anymore. Do you guys do the shot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
I thought we didn't do the shot
Well,
at yours
That's a choice.
because we didn't buy we didn't have liquor.
We didn't have
barely
a
know her.
there.
Sorry, that was loud.
Whoa.
Well, we have. It's just hard because some people are struggling, dropping out, which is fair. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot. It is a lot.
It's a real lot. It doesn't sound as bad as it really is.
I promise we're not crazy. We just like to have a good time.
And listen, we don't do this on the norm. This is
we
just
do
when we get
not.
the boys together.
We get the people going with the boys.
That's it.
Oh, it takes an energy level from bare bottom to through the roof within an hour.
But it's just
You're
you are at the top of the mountain with your favorite people in the world, just having a great time. Like there's no regrets, there's no worries. It's pure happiness.
Yeah.
yeah.
I recommend when you're on your bachelor party, as being the bachelor, step away and just kind of take it all in. There are some key core memories that I got from mine, and I know I've spoken to two of you because we have one more bachelor coming soon. Yeah. And I think you guys maybe have done that same thing, and it's pretty cool. I also do the same thing at the wedding too. I think that's important. But
Nice.
Hit the mic.
no, yeah, it's cool. So we've covered a lot on this podcast. You know, you got location, planning around the bachelor. We mentioned asking them for basically 3 things: ideas, where to go, and they're obviously their invite list. You're not supplying the invite list.
Yeah.
making it unique for the Bachelor, and then how like some couple of budgeting tips and stuff. But yeah, I mean, they're fucking awesome. They're fucking awesome.
Now, we go through these tactics, for the first bachelor party. Don't be expecting this if you fall into a second or third bachelor party. You get one, all right? That's it.
Are you?
You talking about divorce?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Just setting expectations.
Okay.
Not for y'all. Not for y'all. We're good. For anyone out there.
Yeah, you definitely don't do this if you're going for the second. I mean, this is a one-time,
One and done.
One and
thing.
done.
Like, no,
But
Was that not
this
not a
bender
good
does
comment?
not continue.
I think flip side though, you might be able to celebrate like a divorce party. That's a new thing.
Dude, bachelor parties. When it's time for the kid to come around.
Yeah, that's another
bachelor party. I mean, hey,
That's something you're like set on.
I am
Ha-
set on.
Let's
it.
ask
Too much.
let's ask you this. Our two close friends that have had children recently, have they had that?
No.
Exactly.
You know who should have that?
Who?
The mother.
It wouldn't be a bachelor party.
Well,
No,
they have
but they
the,
should have.
They have a baby shower or
break.
whatever.
What is it? It's not the honeymoon. It's the baby moon.
The baby moon.
Yeah.
You have the baby moon.
Yeah.
But that's more a husband and wife thing.
yeah.
We don't get to enjoy that.
Well, you're not gonna. Okay, look. Well, I mean, we're not taking the mother on a bender. She's pregnant.
Just know, the others don't. We're doing a bachelor party for me.
Okay.
All right, James planning it.
No, I'm done.
He's boycotting it. We'll figure it out.
Until then.
The
bender continues.